dignity,
excellence, character,
integrity,
exceptional.
Steeped in honor, tradition, and celebrated as the oldest Bachelor of Science nursing program amongst the country's historically black colleges and universities, Dillard University's nursing program has been blazing trails for 7 decades. Originally founded in 1889 as a part of the Flint Medical School at New Orleans University, the nursing program served to offer educational opportunities for students of color. After the 1930 merger of Straight College and New Orleans University, the new Dillard University nursing program earned accreditation in 1942.
I was not in nursing until the school opened because I entered in 1939 and I was a science major. And then in my senior year, the School of Nursing opened in 1942.
Dillard was one of the 3 baccalaureate programs in the United States. And of course, one of the first ones in New Orleans and in the Southeast also.
The Division of Nursing was an opportunity for me and for many others because the Bolton Act passed and we were given free tuition, residence, all expenses.
Though Dillard did not have but 2 occupational fields around that time. I don't know exactly when education started, but nursing was the first one that prepared people for professions or specific occupations. We were primarily liberal arts.
We knew that we were starting the program. Most of our teachers were very enthusiastic and very dynamic, and because it was a first, we knew that we were going to have some obstacles because this was 1942.
Under the guidance of Division Head Rita Miller and Presidents Dent and Cook, the nursing program became a pillar in Louisiana healthcare education.
She was just startling, someone to look up to, and she ran a very highly organized program.
Motherly, kind, understanding, but very professional.
very, very dignified.
Straight-laced, but gracious.
She wanted us to be leaders, and that's what they taught us. Miss Miller, along with the instructors.
What we did in nursing was characteristic of highly functioning university programs. I mean, those first 3 years, we studied liberal arts and general things and language and all of that, philosophy, and then nursing.
The program was very challenging, but the faculty were very considerate. Classes were small, so we got to get very intimate with our instructors.
It was always instilled in us that we were a family, and that's the way they treated us, as if we were a family.
We got our basic experience at Flint Goodrich. So everything that we learned in theory, we were able to practice in Flint Goodrich, so that we felt a kindred spirit with Flint Goodrich.
In the United States, you were considered one of Rita's girls. So, you know, they knew that we were well prepared and we could do it.
We just had to be good. And we had good teachers. I mean, teachers who really were passionate about us and the program.
The educator, the doctors, the X-ray technicians, I could communicate with them because of my knowledge base that I had gained here at Dillard University.
As enrollment grew, the need for more educational space in natural sciences led to the construction of Stern Hall in 1951. The nursing program was anchored on the first floor until its move in 2010 to the Professional Schools building. Throughout the trials and tribulations of the 60s, Dillard's nursing graduates continued to set the standard for professional nursing.
Before integration, we took clinical courses at the hospitals. Charity was one. It was LSU stuff and Tulane stuff, and we took courses with those students before desegregation.
We knew we were prepared. And I have to say that Miss Miller guided us, protected us. She was with us all the way. Plus, we had a clinical instructor at Charity.
Even from the days of taking courses here in clinical courses, we took the clinical courses with the 2-row students, with the Charity Hospital nursing students, with all of those students in the same settings during segregation.
Some of the doctors were nice, some of them not so very nice because of my color. They made fun of my cap. Some of the patients even made fun. Are you graduating? And of course, I would ignore them because I had been taught, you deal with dignity and just do it and show them. And I would be ready to show them, hey, I can do this.
My class designed the cap. In those days, the cap distinguished you from other people because you knew you by the cap. So there were other schools that had caps that were, I won't say common, but they weren't distinguished looking, but our cap was really distinguished. And we wore it proudly.
The 70s and 80s saw tremendous growth for the university with nursing as a marquee academic program.
We came in with learning communities, and this is the concept they're trying to go back to. But the title of our unit was called Man in Perspective. This was the group you started with, and we became what they call families, almost instantly. And also being a part of that learning community, what I liked that we don't see today was that you took a 1-hour course in your freshman year. If you were going into nursing, you had to write something you wanted to do.
Today, the landscape of the vast 55 acres of luscious green lawns has grown immensely, and nursing continues to be one of the cornerstone academic programs the university offers. Housed in the new LEED certified professional schools building, a new generation of Dillard Nursing students study and train in the state-of-the-art labs and classrooms.
It is amazing when I make my frequent visits to the campus. I reminisce about just the meager things that we had as nursing students and were able to get the job done. And when I come into this building and I see all of the technology, it is just amazing how far the Division School of Nursing has come, that they are going to be able to continue our tradition of excellence with all of the equipment that affords the students these days.
It's just so wonderful. It's great to be able to look back when I was here as a student some 50 years ago and to look at the resources that we had, the advances that has happened here on this campus. It sometimes gets to be mind-boggling in terms of what we had then versus what we have now.
We did a lot of improvising because we didn't have. It wasn't make do, it was improvising.
Well, I remember when we were in Davis Hall and we had makeshift, we thought we were doing a pretty good job. But when I see this is really update, and it's exactly what students need to prepare them so they have some experiences when they go in the clinical area. I think it's fantastic. When I first saw it, I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
For 70 years, Dillard's nursing program has created an environment of educational excellence through committed faculty and staff, producing graduates who distinguish themselves by generating the knowledge to advance the profession, participate in the education of future nurses, work with interdisciplinary teams, and deliver outstanding care to patients.
This program is striving for excellence. The energy is high, everything is new, we have technology, and the students are striving for excellence, striving to meet benchmarks, striving to meet accreditation standards from the NLNAC, from the ANA, striving for excellence to be able to be competent providers to the communities in which they will serve when they graduate, striving for excellence to pass on the first time comprehensive exams and to pass the first time the national licensure examination.
Nothing would make me more proud, and most of us more proud, than to see that at least we've gone on to the master's level. And with the proper funds and resources, we could go to the graduate level. We can do it.
Wherever I have gone, I've found that the Dillard nurse is going to be the leader. That person is going to stand out. That person is a take charge person. a knowledgeable person, a person who knows his or her skills very well, and that they gain the respect of being a Dillard graduate.
It was great. It was challenging, but it instilled professionalism.
But our knowledge base, our integrity, our professionalism still stands today just as it did some 40, 50 years ago. And that makes me feel proud to be a Dillard graduate.
There was a sense of pride that was just, it was ingrained, instilled in us. And to this day, I mean, it's very evident. And Dillard students are different.
I believe that as a nurse, you're always a nurse. As a nurse here from Dillard, you're always a leader. The educational experiences that I gained at Dillard, I use that as a means of modeling for those who see me. And I can proudly say that I'm a Dillard Nursing graduate.